back here at Stella's in New Kensington talking to Dom, the Honey Badger Mazzotta. And we wanted to get his thoughts on the upcoming fight here next weekend, August 9th at Stage AE for Gladiators of the Cage. Dom is in the main event again. Is this your second or third main event for them?
This would be my third.
Third, okay. Third main event. And so far, how are ticket sales going for you?
They're doing good. Not as good as last fight, because that fight was pretty hyped up. It was a big fight, plus it's summer. But ticket sales are going good so far. Last week we usually sell a lot of tickets too, so hopefully, we sell a few more. But they're doing good.
And that aspect of fighting, obviously selling the tickets, is every fighter I talk to, they hate it. How has having a guy like your manager Brian Mazzotta helping you out selling the tickets?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, I don't even touch the tickets. I don't see them. I don't touch them. So, besides, unless, I get one here or there to give to somebody, I usually don't even see them. So he helps out a ton. It's very important to have a good management team. And not only him, my coach helps out. Isaac helps out a lot too. So not only that, I have this place. I have the restaurant to sell some tickets out of. And Isaac has, of course, the rehab center and the Math Factory to sell tickets out of. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Right. Okay. And I notice every night Brian's putting a status on Facebook about I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be selling tickets. So that's obviously a big part of it. Also, I know you're a big proponent of promoting yourself with your website, with Facebook, Twitter, with everything. And I see a lot more fighters doing that now. Everyone now has an MMA page where before maybe they didn't. What's the importance of that, or how's that helped you? Do you think?
Oh, it's so important. From at first I didn't really want to promote myself. You know what I mean? It was I think you have to kind of you gotta prove yourself. You gotta pay your dues. If you got 2 amateur fights, don't go on there post. Trying to post things up every second, but promote yourself. Start promoting yourself as soon as you can. But ever since probably my 5th or 6th amateur fight, I've really been starting to push myself as far as promotion. And I think it's the most important. It's just as important as training, because if you don't sell the tickets, if you don't put people in the seats, the promoters aren't going to want you, and you're not going to make any money anyway. So, we fight for the love of fighting, no doubt about it. But if you're not making money at it, there's no point. And the only way to make money is really ticket sales, because promoters aren't going to pay you unless you can sell tickets, and if you can't sell tickets, then you're not going to make any money anyway. So it's very important to promote yourself. And if you're a young fighter coming up, you really got you can't just just go out there and train and say I'm not worried about ticket sales. You have to be worried about it. It's very good. You should definitely get one of your friends, somebody you can trust, like Brian, like I have Brian, to help you out with that.
Right. And this next fight coming up, obviously fighting Chris Dunn. If you see the poster back here in the background, of course he's always promoting, selling T-shirts. So, tough opponent, obviously. A lot more experience, I guess, than you as far as pro fights go. Last fight, he fought Francis Healy, one of your teammates.
I think his last fight was actually Jordan Espinoza.
Oh, he did? Okay, so he fought Jordan in between. Okay. Yeah. So he beat Jordan.
He beat Jordan, yeah.
Okay. And lost to Francis. And then prior to that, he had a 4-fight winning streak. And his last loss, I guess, was with Mark Cherico. So how has, I guess, working with Mark and working with Francis kind of helped you, or helped you prepare a little bit for this opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with the Pittsburgh Fight Club guys, not only Mark, I've been working with Kama and all the guys up there. Just Francis, and I'm always working with Francis. It was a very tough fight with Francis. I think the fight was even probably until the last 2 minutes of the fight. I think it was dead even. Francis ended up being able to pull it out. Francis is also a good opponent, and every fight's different. Just because Mark and Francis beat him doesn't mean that I'm going to have an easy time with him. You know what I mean? Even if I can compete with those guys in the gym, that doesn't mean it's an easy fight, which it's not. He's a very good fighter. He's a very dangerous fighder. He throws a lot of dynamic stuff. He's an athletic guy, and that gives a lot of problems for any fighter. I think honestly working with Kama was probably the best type of sparring. I think he has the similar style.
Speed too, probably.
Speed,
right? Yeah.
style, and length. Kama's a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So I was getting used to that. but working with them, or Mark and Francis,
Right.
anybody high level is always good. I got a lot of work, and whenever we were in Ireland, I got a lot of work with some good kickboxers, and my wrestling right now is on point. I'm always working with good wrestlers, so even if I wasn't working with them guys, then I'd still be prepared for the fight.
Okay. And you talk about his speed. That first round against Francis, I think he threw a spinning back fist or something that Francis barely ducked. I mean, he's quick. So, I did have that actually as the fight of the night for Pinnacle that night, because I think Francis was losing the first round.
Yeah,
won
it was
the
a
second.
close first round.
Yeah, won the second, and then the third round he kind of just imposed his will with his wrestling. So, yeah, I'm excited to see it. He's definitely a tough opponent. So, okay. And then other than that, talk a little bit about your training coming off of your injury here.
It was tough. It was tough to get back in the swing of things.
And what was your injury exactly?
In the last fight, I took a few too many leg kicks. Well, I went into the fight with, my knee was a little bit messed up. I didn't get an MRI on it because I was going to wait till after the fight. But, so in the fight, I broke my fibula, and I tore my lateral medial meniscus, and I had to get surgery on the meniscus. I didn't need surgery on the fibula. We just let that heal. After that, we got the MRI on the meniscus because my leg was so swollen. I couldn't. There's no way I could have got an MRI, and so I had to get surgery on it. It was a little bit tough at first getting back in the swing of things, but Dr. Neuswander is a good doctor. He really got me. The surgery went very well, and I got back in the swing of things quick and started training with some good top level guys right off the bat, and I'm in some of the best shape I've ever been in.
All right. And with your knee, you had the same issue with your other knee before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Last year around the same time, I tore my right knee. I had the same operation.
Okay. So was it similar, or was recovery similar as far as that goes, or a little different with the break?
Not really, because I had to let the break heal before I could get the knee surgery anyways. So the break was healed. Whenever you break a bone, it's known that it comes back stronger. So it was pretty much the same. The recovery was the same. The rehab was the same as that surgery.
And knowing that that's happened, does it, I guess in the back of your mind, does it scare you a little bit throwing kicks or checking kicks or anything, or is it actually, like you said, maybe a little stronger because of it?
The fibula definitely stronger. The knee. This is combat sport. It's meniscus. It's always known as a sports injury. All those injuries, it's right, and especially guys that throw kicks or have footwork, like I like to use, like I have knee injuries, so it does scare me. Like look at Anthony Pettis. He's had numerous injuries, and he throws a lot of kicks. Dominic Cruz, he bounces around a lot, has a lot of good footwork, and he's been out for 2 years on knee injuries. So, yeah, it does. But I'm gonna fight how I'm gonna fight. I've been fighting the same way, for the last 10 years. So, I don't see me changing too much. When I get in there, it's kind of natural. So I'm gonna throw what I'm gonna throw.
Right. Okay. And other than that, we're going to talk to him a little bit more about his trip to Ireland recently with his teammate Chris Dempsey. But we're going to say at this point, good luck on Saturday the 9th. It is the 9th, okay? I keep wanting to say it's the 8th, but good luck Saturday the 9th.
Matches.
Yeah, so are you going to that as well?
You know what? The
weigh-ins are there, right?
The weigh-ins are at the Constant Energy Center. So we'll be there. I'll probably watch the fights.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll get some. I love boxing. It's if boxing was bigger, I'd probably be boxing.
Okay.
That was when I first started. And I would read books and watch boxing all night. But hopefully I can catch the fights.
Okay, cool. Good luck.
Thanks.